A Super Duty owner pulls into a shop with a check engine light and braces for the worst, because everyone told him diesel ownership meant either flawless towing power or a five-figure repair bill waiting just around the corner. A few bays down, another Super Duty owner with the gas-powered version is getting a routine spark plug service, paying a fraction of what he expected, and driving off without a second thought. Both trucks just crossed 200,000 miles. Both have been reliable, but the actual cost of getting each of them there tells two very different stories. We dug into real ownership data, shop invoices, and maintenance records for Ford's 6.7-liter Power Stroke diesel and the 7.3-liter Godzilla Gas V8 to find out what 200,000 miles genuinely costs on each engine, beyond the sticker price and the bar talk reputation. This isn't about which engine sounds better at a truck meet or which one wins an argument online. It's about the actual dollars an owner hands over across 200,000 miles of real driving, real towing, and real trips to the shop. And by the end of this, you'll know exactly where that money goes on each one. Two very different engines built for the same truck. Ford offers both of these engines in the Super Duty lineup, which makes them one of the few true apples-to-apples comparisons in the truck world, since buyers are choosing between them in the exact same chassis. The 6.7-liter Power Stroke is a turbocharged diesel V8 built for maximum torque and towing capacity, using a compacted graphite iron block for strength and a variable geometry turbocharger for responsiveness across the RPM range. The 7.3-liter Godzilla, by contrast, is a naturally aspirated gas V8 built around simplicity and durability, using pushrod architecture rather than the overhead cams found in most modern engines. A deliberate choice aimed at keeping the design robust and serviceable over the long haul. The obvious difference on paper is capability. The Power Stroke produces meaningfully more torque and is the clear choice for buyers who regularly tow at or near maximum capacity, particularly with heavier trailers like fifth wheels or large equipment haulers. The Godzilla, while still a genuinely strong engine by gas V8 standards, doesn't match the diesel's towing numbers, and Ford positions it more as the value-focused, lower-maintenance option for buyers whose towing needs are moderate rather than extreme. What's less obvious until you actually live with both trucks for 200,000 miles is how differently they age, how differently they're serviced, and how differently their total ownership costs stack up once you move past the sticker price and start adding up every invoice along the way. That's exactly what we set out to trace. The 6.7 Power Stroke's real-world durability record. The current generation 6.7-liter Power Stroke has earned a solid reputation for mechanical durability, and high-mileage examples generally support that reputation. The compacted graphite iron block gives it real strength advantages over aluminum or conventional cast iron designs, and reports of catastrophic bottom-end failure are genuinely rare among well-maintained trucks. Owners who follow Ford's recommended service intervals report the core engine, the block, heads, and internals, holding up well past 200,000 miles with no major internal work required. Where the real cost story emerges is in diesel-specific maintenance and emissions system components, which simply don't exist on a gas engine like the Godzilla. Diesel particulate filter regeneration issues, EGR cooler concerns, and periodic diesel exhaust fluid system components all add ongoing maintenance touchpoints that gas engine owners never have to think about. Most of these are manageable with proper care, but they do add up over 200,000 miles, both in routine service costs and in the occasional more involved repair when a component like the DPF needs cleaning or replacement outside of normal regeneration cycles. Turbocharger longevity has generally been solid on this generation of Power Stroke, though high-mileage examples used heavily for towing show more wear in this area than trucks used primarily for light-duty driving, which tracks with how turbochargers work under sustained boost and heat. Fuel injector wear is another area worth watching at high mileage, since diesel injectors operate under significantly higher pressures than gasoline injectors and can be one of the pricier individual components to replace if one fails outside of a full set. The oil change interval on the diesel is also notably different from a gas engine, both in terms of oil capacity, which runs considerably higher on the 6.7 given its size and turbo system, and in terms of the specific diesel-rated synthetic oil required, which typically costs more per quart than conventional gas engine oil. Over 200,000 miles, that difference in oil service costs alone becomes a meaningful line item. The 7.3 Godzilla's real-world durability record. The 7.3-liter Godzilla has quickly built a reputation among Super Duty owners as an exceptionally low-drama engine, and the data at high mileage generally backs that up. Its pushrod design, while less exotic than an overhead cam layout, is genuinely easier and cheaper to service in several respects. And the engine's reputation for simplicity has translated into fewer unusual or expensive failure modes showing up in owner reports as these trucks accumulate mileage. Spark plug service, a routine maintenance item that simply doesn't exist on a diesel, is one of the most commonly cited touchpoints for Godzilla owners, and it's generally an affordable, predictable job compared to some of the diesel-specific maintenance the Power Stroke requires. Because the Godzilla doesn't carry a turbocharger, owners also avoid the turbo-related wear concerns that show up on heavily towed diesel trucks, and because it doesn't require a diesel particulate filter or the associated emissions hardware, that entire category of maintenance and potential repair cost simply isn't part of Godzilla ownership. That doesn't mean the Godzilla is entirely without known issues at high mileage. Some owners have reported oil leaks developing around gaskets and seals as these engines age, which is a common theme across large pushrod V8s generally, and typically a moderate, manageable repair rather than a major one. There have also been scattered reports involving lifter or valve train noise on certain examples, though nowhere near the frequency or severity seen with cylinder deactivation systems on some competing gas V8s, since the Godzilla doesn't use cylinder deactivation at all in most applications. Overall, high-mileage Godzilla trucks tend to show a pattern of smaller, more frequent, and individually cheaper maintenance items rather than occasional large, expensive repairs, which is a meaningfully different cost profile than what shows up on the diesel side of this comparison. Fuel costs across 200,000 miles. Fuel economy and fuel price together make up one of the largest components of total ownership cost over 200,000 miles. And this is where the story gets genuinely complicated rather than simply favoring one engine outright. The 6.7 Power Stroke delivers meaningfully better fuel economy per gallon than the 7.3 Godzilla, particularly under towing loads, which is one of the core value propositions of choosing a diesel in the first place. Diesel fuel efficiency advantages become more pronounced the more a truck is used for its intended heavy-duty purpose. However, diesel fuel has historically carried a higher price per gallon than regular or mid-grade gasoline in most regions, and that price gap fluctuates over time based on broader energy markets. Over 200,000 miles, the better fuel economy of the diesel partially offsets the higher price per gallon. But the net result depends heavily on regional fuel pricing and how much of that mileage involved towing versus unloaded driving. For owners who tow frequently and cover significant highway mileage, the diesel's efficiency advantage tends to result in lower total fuel spent despite the higher per-gallon price. For owners whose driving is lighter duty and more mixed between city and highway, the gap narrows considerably, and the Godzilla's lower fuel cost per gallon can end up being competitive or even favorable in total dollars spent. This is a case where there isn't a single universal answer, and it's one of the more important factors for anyone actually choosing between these two engines to think through honestly based on their own specific use case, rather than assuming the diesel's efficiency advantage automatically translates into lower total fuel costs in every scenario, adding up the real 200,000-mile bill. When you combine routine maintenance, fuel costs, and the realistic likelihood of the known issues we outlined for each engine, a clearer total cost picture emerges. The Godzilla consistently comes out as the lower total maintenance cost engine of the two, driven primarily by its simpler design, lack of emissions-specific diesel hardware, and generally cheaper routine service items. Owners we found data on generally reported fewer large, unexpected repair bills across 200,000 miles with the gas engine compared to the diesel. The Power Stroke's higher routine maintenance costs, driven by diesel-rated oil, larger oil capacity, and emission system upkeep, add up steadily over time, even in trucks that never experience a major component failure. When a major issue does occur, whether that's injector replacement, turbocharger service, or DPF-related work, the cost tends to be meaningfully higher than the comparable gas engine repairs we found on Godzilla-equipped trucks, both due to parts cost and the specialized labor diesel work often requires. That said, the Power Stroke's towing capability and fuel efficiency under load represent real value that doesn't show up purely in a maintenance cost comparison. For an owner who genuinely needs to tow heavy trailers regularly, the diesel's capability isn't just a preference, it's often a practical requirement that the Godzilla simply can't match, and that capability carries its own kind of value that a straight dollar comparison doesn't fully capture. Resale value also factors into the real cost picture. Diesel Super Duty trucks have historically held stronger resale value than their gas-powered counterparts in the used market, partly due to sustained demand from buyers who specifically need towing capability. That stronger resale value can meaningfully offset some of the diesel's higher ownership costs when it eventually comes time to sell or trade the truck in. Insurance costs also tend to run slightly higher on diesel-equipped Super Duty trucks in most markets, reflecting both the higher replacement cost of the diesel powertrain itself and the generally higher repair costs insurers factor into their pricing models. It's a smaller line item than fuel or maintenance over 200,000 miles, but it's part of the honest total cost picture, and it's rarely mentioned in casual gas versus diesel debates that tend to focus almost entirely on fuel economy and towing numbers while skipping over these smaller recurring costs that add up steadily in the background. What independent shops see first by engine. Talking to independent diesel and gas specialists who service Super Duty trucks regularly gives a different angle on this comparison than owner forums alone, because shops see the full range of trucks, not just the ones whose owners are motivated enough to post about problems online. On the diesel side, the most common reason a 6.7 Power Stroke comes in for something beyond routine service tends to be emissions-related, whether that's a DPF that needs attention sooner than expected due to a lot of short-trip driving that never lets the system properly regenerate, or a sensor in the emission system throwing a code that needs diagnosis. Actual bottom-end or turbocharger failures are far less common than emissions-related visits, which matches what the ownership data suggests about where the real cost tends to accumulate. On the gas side, the most common non-routine visit for a Godzilla-equipped truck tends to be far more mundane. A coil or spark plug issue, a minor oil leak from a valve cover gasket, or occasionally a sensor related to the ignition or fuel system. Shops generally describe Godzilla repairs as quicker to diagnose and quicker to complete than comparable diesel work, partly because gas engine diagnostics don't require the same level of specialized diesel-specific equipment and training that diesel work does, and partly because the failure points themselves tend to be simpler, more isolated components rather than interconnected emission systems. One consistent theme across shop conversations was that diesel work, even routine work, tends to take longer and cost more per hour in most markets, simply because diesel-certified technicians and diesel-specific tooling command a premium compared to general gas engine service. This labor rate difference compounds over 200,000 miles in a way that's easy to underestimate if you're only comparing parts costs between the two engines rather than looking at the full bill, including labor, that actually lands on an owner's invoice. How driving style changes the math for each engine. The comparison between these two engines isn't static, it shifts significantly depending on how a given truck is actually driven, and that's worth breaking down honestly rather than treating either engine as universally cheaper or more expensive. For an owner who tows heavy loads regularly, close to or at the truck's rated capacity, the Power Stroke's advantages compound. Better fuel economy under load reduces the fuel cost gap. The diesel's torque reduces strain on the drivetrain compared to a gas engine working harder to move the same load, and the capability itself is often simply necessary rather than optional. In this use case, the diesel's higher maintenance costs are a reasonable trade for genuine functional capability the Godzilla can't fully replace. For an owner whose truck spends most of its life unloaded or lightly loaded, running errands, commuting, or handling occasional light-duty tasks, the math shifts substantially in the Godzilla's favor. The diesel's fuel efficiency advantage shrinks considerably without a load to make that efficiency meaningful. Emission system maintenance continues regardless of how the truck is used, and the diesel's higher oil costs and specialized service requirements become pure overhead rather than being offset by the capability the truck rarely uses. In this scenario, the Godzilla's lower total cost of ownership becomes even more pronounced, since the owner is paying diesel-level maintenance costs without regularly benefiting from diesel-level capability. Climate and typical trip length matter too. Owners in colder climates who frequently take short trips reported more emission system-related visits on Power Stroke trucks, since short cold trips make it harder for the diesel particulate filter to reach the temperatures needed for passive regeneration. Godzilla owners in the same conditions simply don't have this concern, since gas engines don't carry the same emissions after-treatment requirements. This is a genuinely important, often overlooked factor for anyone choosing between these two engines who live somewhere with cold winters and a commute made up mostly of short trips rather than sustained highway driving. The bottom line. So, what does 200,000 miles really cost on each of these engines? The Godzilla wins clearly on routine maintenance simplicity and predictability, with smaller, cheaper service items and none of the diesel-specific emissions hardware that adds ongoing cost and complexity to Power Stroke ownership. If your daily use doesn't demand serious towing capability, the math tends to favor the gas engine as the lower total cost option across 200,000 miles. The Power Stroke, meanwhile, remains the right choice for anyone whose towing needs genuinely require it, and its higher ownership costs need to be weighed against real capability, better fuel efficiency under heavy load, and stronger resale value that can narrow the total cost gap by the time you're ready to sell. Neither engine is the objectively wrong choice, they're simply built for different priorities, and the real cost of each one only makes sense once you're honest about how you actually plan to use the truck. If you're cross-shopping a Super Duty right now, think hard about how often you'll actually be towing near capacity, because that single factor does more to determine which of these two engines makes financial sense than almost anything else in this comparison. And if you found this kind of real-world cost breakdown useful, we're planning to run the same numbers on the smaller 3.0 Power Stroke diesel against the base 6.2-liter gas V8 next, so stay close for that one.